tips and tricks decor. Please share, like, and subscribe to watch more. In this video, we'll be providing you with small kitchen ideas. You'll want to steal these simple kitchen design ideas, even if you're on a budget. From cooking and cleaning to enjoying meals with loved ones, we spend a lot of time in the kitchen. It's the heart of the home, after all. While having a big, spacious kitchen is a dream for many homeowners, small kitchens can be just as functional when properly designed and organized. To help you make the most of your limited square footage, we rounded up small kitchen ideas that pack a lot of style. Even if you're sticking to a tight budget, it's possible for small kitchens, even very small kitchens, to feel functional and stylish. Tackle kitchen clutter by putting up shelves, hanging pots from the ceiling, or bringing in a rolling cart. If you're dreaming up a major refresh, consider painting your cabinets a fresh shade. Light colors make a small room pop. Or install a tiny kitchen island that doubles as extra counter space. Whether your kitchen design is modern, traditional, or country, you'll find ways to infuse personality into small spaces. Try experimenting with checkerboard floors, layering in vintage accents, or taking a kitchen backsplash all the way to the ceiling. Swap upper cabinets for open shelving, a great hack for galley kitchens, or go big with artwork. It can easily become the focal point. Whether you live in an apartment, condo, or your house is lacking kitchen space, this photo gallery is full of design inspiration to steal. Infuse color with tiles, bring a bold backsplash all the way to the ceiling to emphasize the height of a room. A skylight window also helps draw the eye upward. Embrace checkerboard flooring, weave in retro design elements, like a classic checkerboard floor and vintage-inspired gold hardware. This bright kitchen also makes use of vertical space with sky-high open shelving. Steal from vintage kitchens, from the butcher block countertop and moody green cabinets to the cafe curtains and glass pendant light. This small kitchen is packed with vintage charm and character. Let counters play double duty, blending seamlessly with the kitchen counter. This built-in peninsula offers additional surface space for meal prep. Later, pull out the backless stool and there's a convenient spot to work, entertain, or enjoy meals. Bring in a dining table due to the placement of a back door. This kitchen is split into parts, leaving a lot of open floor space. It's the perfect opportunity to bring in a small dining set. Install a small kitchen island. Your kitchen island doesn't have to conform to expectations, especially if there isn't enough space for a standard setup. Installs a practical island to fit this room's unique footprint and the surrounding space. Use two-tone cabinets in this Upper East Side galley kitchen. Allows dark lower cabinets to define the space and keeps it minimal up top. Open shelving on one side help make this narrow space feel less narrow. Create a small seating area. Extend the kitchen counter to include just enough space for two bar stools, which actually face away from the kitchen. To save on counter space, also creates a cubby for the microwave to live. Maximize every part of the kitchen. Display dishes, mugs, cutting boards, and spices within reach, even if you're tight on space. Stacked shelves over the counter and a slim shelf over the fridge, painted the same color as the walls, put every small spot to use. Try a farmhouse-style kitchen island. Not only does a dark wood accent like this farmhouse-style island provide additional counter space, it adds warmth and contrast when paired with white kitchen cabinets. Here, blogger Brigitte Muller of Go Big with Art. Just because you're working with a small space doesn't mean you can't display your art collection. Use a mix of small and large prints to create a gallery wall that adds dimension to your kitchen. Make the most of kitchen corners. Learn to work with the space you have by capitalizing on every corner and nook. If your actual kitchen is small, there may be a small crevice or awkward nook that can be reworked into additional kitchen space. Add corner shelves if you don't have the space for wall-to-wall open shelving. Go for small corner shelves. Designer created instant storage by hanging 3 reclaimed barn wood shelves. Take a maximalist approach. Go with over-the-top patterns, colors, rugs, and decorative accents. Piling it on with purpose will help your space feel cozy, not overwhelmed. Create the illusion of more space. Mirrors reflect light and trick the eye into perceiving a space is larger than it actually is, plus they look great while doing it. Go bold on top. Neutral on bottom. Here's a playful way to make your smaller space feel more vertical. Go for right upper cabinets. What's more, this modern kitchen has double-stacked cabinets for a ton of storage space. Keep it neutral on the bottom to create contrast. Add sleek open shelving. Suspend open shelving from the ceiling or hang a rack high on the wall too. Add height and create the illusion of more space. At the same time, the added storage will minimize clutter on the counter. Use a bar cabinet. Don't waste cabinet space on booze. Here, interior designer uses a geometric bar cabinet to create separation in a small space. Get smart with floating shelves. Don't let windows get in your way. Stretch floating shelves across the entire wall, making sure to leave enough room between them to allow the natural light to come through. If your home is cursed with a small kitchen, you'll invariably deal with the usual frustrations: an oven the size of an easy bake, a prep area the diameter of a postage stamp, and cupboards with a woeful capacity for a dinner. For when we blame the cheap contractor, not your Tinder record. Lack of house guests aside, a dearth of square footage should never impede your kitchen's design potential. In fact, you might be surprised by the myriad methods out there to make even the most pint-size of cooking areas look and feel grand, even if you're the type of person who uses the oven strictly as wardrobe overflow. But there are a few tricks to getting it just right, designers tell us. Always extend your cabinets to the ceiling no matter the size of your kitchen, advises. It will make your ceilings feel higher and your kitchen bigger. She recently incorporated this spatial trick into with a tiny kitchen. If you're on a budget or sky-high cupboards aren't possible, we hear you, renters. Recommends thinking small. Invest in details that will add up visually and feel impactful. Whether beveling or adding a brass band to the face of the countertop or bringing in vintage hardware, use these little details to make your personal imprint. Swapping a tired kitchen paint color for a light and bright one on your cupboards can go a long way. How about this year's color, sage, in addition to countless other tips and tricks. So we've rounded up 75 small kitchen ideas from our archive to show you precisely how it's done. Read on to see gorgeous homes that make the most of their small layouts with bold cabinetry, double-duty accent pieces, sleek lighting solutions, and more. Dig in!